What's the last name again?
Johnson.
Good morning, Ms. Johnson. You wanted me to accept the time served. It didn't work the first time. So why is it going to work a second time? You know, you got to understand that we don't reward behavior when it continues to happen, especially when you're putting others' lives at danger. I mean, do you watch the news? Do you watch the news?
I do.
Okay. Every single day, someone dies from an alcohol-related collision in Harris County. Every single day. You're now on your second DWI. And I can't tell you how many times I've done a time served on a second and they wrap their car around the pole the next day. It's not an acceptable thing, you know? And so that's why, you know, that's why we do what we do. Everything is for the benefit of the public and to make sure it doesn't happen again. And you need to understand that from now on, you and I will not be dealing with each other. This is now your second DWI. You ever get pulled over now and you have even the remote faintest smell of alcohol, you'll now be in felony court, 2 to 10 at the penitentiary. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to be fall down piss ass drunk to get a felony charge. They're just going to look at your record and it speaks for itself. They're going to assume that you have a tolerance and they're just going to lock you up. You understand?
I understand.
You give up a lot of rights. And I see that how unhappy you are with me. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm really okay.
No idea. You have no idea.
I'm okay with this. This is okay.
No, I actually like you. I watch you on TikTok.
Oh, well,
So I'm a fan.
understand everything that we do. We just don't want you to come back, you know?
I understand.
And like the example I give, you know, where's my phone? You know, $20, one click will get you anywhere you want to go in the city. Don't matter where you want to go.
I
Just,
I
you
do.
know, good. And I hope it continues, you know, just that's all we're asking. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. And like I said,
Wow.
it'll go on your record. It'll be there for the rest of your life. And I'm telling you, even if you're 92, you get into a car and you've had half a glass of wine, you get pulled over, they're going to charge you, you know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip, I wouldn't get in the car because it's a humongous risk. It's 30 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done.
I believe I did 2 days.
Um,
I did about 36 hours.
We'll check.
Okay.
Because if you do have 2 days, I'm going to give you 2 days and we're going to shortchange anyone because we can look at the time that you went in, time you got out, everything, you know, we have records for everything. Let me see. It says here that you had a prior DWI from 2014 in county court at law number 9. Is that true that you had that prior DWI? Okay, true to the first enhancement. I'm going to abandon the second enhancement because it'll make it 90. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Reluctantly guilty.
Well, if you're not guilty, we can go to trial. You know, if you're really, I don't want you to plead guilty if you're not guilty. You know, we don't play that game here. If you're not guilty, don't plead. We can have a trial, you know. This is a lifetime decision. Once you do this, there's no coming back from it. You know, you are the only one who knows if you're guilty of this offense or not. I wasn't there. I just have videos and, you know, and blood test results, I guess, or whatever's out there, because I don't even know.
Do you have video of when they took my blood test results?
Sorry?
I would really like someone to look at those.
We have these, Johnson.
Have you seen them?
Yeah, so are you pleading guilty or
I mean, if you want, we can put this off for a week. You can go to the office and you can look at everything, and then that way you can make an informed decision. It's up to you. But better to make an informed decision than to have regret, because there's no turning back once you do this, you know, no regrets, right? Once you plead, that's it. If you want a week, I'm happy to give you a week. You can go to Sliders' office in Cavita and take a look at all the videos. Look at, was there a blood test?
She's been to the office a few times, so we have looked at,
You have looked at the videos,
yeah, we looked at the
I
stuff.
haven't seen where they took my blood
but there may not be. I don't know. I don't know what there's out
because
there.
there was some major human rights violation when they took my blood. And
Remember,
I'm having a real problem with that. I was not drinking that night.
Don't say.
remember, it doesn't have to be just alcohol. There are other intoxicants. If you take too much NyQuil, you know, what happens when you take too much NyQuil? You get woozy, right? It doesn't have to be alcohol. You take too much NyQuil, it's anything that impairs the normal use of your mental and or physical faculties. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It could be NyQuil. It could be isopropyl alcohol. It could be any number of things. It could be a combination of things thereof. If you take an Ambien and you have half a glass of wine, if you take an Ambien, or if you take NyQuil PM, right? And then you have a glass of alcohol or wine, right? Or even if you take too much NyQuil PM, all these things can impair your ability. And that's what the law is.
Right.
It doesn't have to be alcohol. 'Cause I don't know, you know, what's out there, but if you want more time, I can give you more time. Just, it's a lifetime decision. Look, remember, Ms. Johnson, we live stream here. So it's better for you guys. If you don't want to do it, just don't. You know, you guys can go talk in a room back there. I mean, if you want to wait a little bit, we can wait. You don't have to do it now. We can do it in 10, 15 minutes, or I can give you a week and you can take a look at everything again. Because this isn't Target. You can just return it if you don't like it. This is, like I said, a lifetime decision. There's no buyer's remorse. Let's do that.
Judge, we'll
I'll put
step
it to
down.
the side. You go out there, talk about it, and then come back and let me know what you want to do. Okay? Yes, ma'am.